MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 3 of the American League Division Series between the American League's Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. With me is Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Dan, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. It's been done before, but you could bet the other guys are hungry to end this thing right here and now to give themselves a couple of days off before the next series. This should be a good one.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2018 New York Yankees.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Adiro, how do they fight off elimination here on the road?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Josh Tomlin is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, thanks, Matty. Josh Tomlin, not an overpowering guy, 3-pitch mix. Fastball, curveball, straight changeup. He's 89 to 93 miles an hour. More of a control-type pitcher. He needs the curve, and he needs the changeup to set up that fastball.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius' time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a cold strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Lined hard to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, some guys can handle the postseason lights, and this is obviously one of them. Another base hit leading off for the boys. This guy's had a monster postseason so far.
From the belt, kicks and deals. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. His history with Josh Tomlin, he has 7 hits in 25 tries. There goes Bregman off of first. Fouled away. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bregman gets his lead at first, nobody out. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Number 92 is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Batting third, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So striding forward now, Jose Altuve. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Here's a strike.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Hard hit ball towards the hole, and that's through for a hit.
Wow, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get to third.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
First and second now, 1 man out. Line drive to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's George Springer, and he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch. It's strike 1.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Springer is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way, and he goes the other way, but he got a lot of it deep down the line. Oh, and it's off the foul ball in right for a home run. 3-run home run down the line in right. His second home run of the series, as the Astros have opened it up now 4-0.
And he even knew he got away with one here. He was late on the pitch, barely catching up to it, but he has enough strength to muscle it off the foul pole for a homer. Cheap? No way. That's impressive.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. 4 runs here in this half inning. Fly ball out toward left center field. Gentry is after it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Designated hitter, Julian Gurriel.
Into the box now, Yuli Gurriel. First pitch on its way. Breaking ball taken right down the middle.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the first now from Yankee Stadium. It's now 4-0 Houston. It's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Dero, what's your take on this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Garrett Cole will do his best on the mound to keep his team alive here in the division series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Matt, I'm a big fan of Garrett Cole. Big, strong guy. Former first-round draft pick out of UCLA. 96 to 98 miles an hour with sink. Hard slider. His changeup has gotten better the longer he's pitched. He has a chance to be a no-hit type of pitcher every time he takes the mound.
Into the box now, Craig Gentry. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the
Leading off
first.
for the Yankees, left fielder, Craig Gentry.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one just missed outside. Here it comes, 1-0. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Batting second, third baseman, Matt Duffy.
Now in the box, Matt Duffy. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting third, designated hitter, Aaron Judge.
Coming to the plate now, Aaron Judge. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Cole into the windup. Here's the first pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Now it's 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1. Hit hard back up the middle. There is Altuve. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here this half. On to the second inning now from Yankee Stadium. It's the Astros 4 and the Yankees nothing. Evan Gattis now standing in. His history with Josh Tomlin, a number of meetings. He's 1 for 7.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Curveball, strike 3 called, and he didn't like it, but there's the first out.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
In now, Kyle Tucker. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Nope.
That's taken for a ball, and it's 1-1 now to the Astros right fielder. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gentry moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
Digging in to try it again, Alex Bregman. He singled to start the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
Not an easy thing to do when you're in a leadoff spot, but that was a good piece of hitting in his first at bat, an opposite field base hit, which leads me to believe that this guy's going to cover both sides of the plate.
And he just misses with a curveball. And that pitch is lined into left field, and he's got his second hit of the evening.
Now batting, right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
Standing in, Avisail Garcia. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
High in the air into shallow left center. Gentry on the move, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Houston. They lead it 4-0. Gary Sanchez, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Drilled down the line. Well, this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped up. Altuve is in his tracks now. 1 down.
Batting fifth, third baseman.
Digging in, Josh Bell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. Check to swing there and pops this one up. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Batting sixth, second baseman, Neil Walker.
Here's Neil Walker, his career line against Garrett Cole. He's totaled 4 hits in 16 tries. He's taken him deep once. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball chopped foul right at home plate, and it's 0-1. Cole has his target. Here's the 0-1. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Springer is going to get there, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Digging in now, Jose Altuve. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. First pitch on its way. Called strike over the outside corner. For Walker now at second. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa now, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Again, he sends it out of play. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Into the box now, George Springer. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through for another base hit. He'll make it 2 for 2 in this one. So with that, the top of the third inning will continue at least one more batter.
Hey, Dero, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Laid off as it caught the inside corner. Springer, the runner at first with 2 gone. And this one's in the dirt. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Astros leave 1, but they're in front 4-0. Digging in now for the Yankees, Billy McKinney, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Correa fields it cleanly, and there's one down now.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
So digging in now, Didi Gregorius. First delivery to him on the way. Hit hard up the middle. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
Standing in now, number 92. As he'll take a look at ball 1. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. A ball and a strike. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 2-2 is down low, and he gets the call. Strike 3 looking.
Now batting, left fielder, Craig
Stepping into the box, Craig Gentry. He's set. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Now the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. He'll go to Correa for the force, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. They're down 4-0. Stepping up, Yuli Gurriel. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive to left. Gentry is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Evan Gattis now standing in. And it's fouled away. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And 2 the count to Evan Gattis.
Hey, you think back to the early innings right there. You thought this guy would have been hitting his showers. A credit to him. He's been able to regroup, find his mechanics, and find a way to stay in this game.
A shot down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Left side taken in by Gregorius. Throw gets him 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Tucker.
So stepping in, Kyle Tucker comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch of the at bat on its way. 0-1 the count. That's lifted the other way out to left. Gentry waits on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Nothing across here this half. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Astros on top, 4-0. Stepping into the box, Matt Duffy. He flew out in his last at bat.
Matt Duffy.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Duffy, often known as the Duff Man in baseball circles. He's a 5-year vet at the major league level. Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, D-Row. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
From the belt, the pitch. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Now Cole's delivery, 2-0. 3-0 now.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling. Compose yourself and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
Now the 3-0 offering. Hit on the ground out to short. Right to him. Altuve for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First pitch on its way. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hit on the ground to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Yanks held in check. They trail here 4-0. Digging in and looking for more, Alex Bregman. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And this is a fair ball as it'll head for the 3-14 sign. And he is in the second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Hey, this guy's having a big series in the postseason. It looks like to me that the moment isn't too big for him. He's slowing the game down. He looks terrific.
Yeah, absolutely. Postseason monster right here, having a huge series. Any big leaguer can have their moment mid-May, but to do it when it gets cold outside means everything.
Grounder down the line at 3rd. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Bregman stands at second with no outs. Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
The second baseman, number 27.
A man at second with 1 down, and striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. Four runs, 7 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well.
And you know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. That really is not that bad of a pitch. Just a little bit down and away, but he's all over it, and he cashes in a run on the double.
Here's Carlos Correa now as he hits one on a line to left field. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Boy, D-Row, he's not missing very many barrels so far in this one. That is back-to-back bullets and another base hit.
Yeah, no doubt about it. There was this banner that hung in the Texas Rangers clubhouse back in the day that said, hit or get left behind. That's exactly what this offense is doing.
Here's George Springer as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. The 1-0. A ball and a strike now. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Missed with a breaking ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
The 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Here's Walker for 1. But 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat. But that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, designated hitter, Yuli Gurriel.
Now the Cuban import, Yuli Gurriel. Has a look, now the pitch. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Hit to third. He's got it. He'll go the short way to Walker at second for the force, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Astros lead it 6-0.
Leading off for the Yankees, first baseman, Down.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Ball and a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, Neil Walker.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Neil Walker. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First delivery to him on the way. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Billy McKinney will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Walker stands at first with 1 out.
Nope.
And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Takes a knee-high fastball. On a line, that's a base hit. Long throw to third. Oh, and he's not going to make it to third as he's gunned down by the right fielder, and that's a tough second out.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop.
Here's Didi Gregorius, 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Cole sets. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. Springer will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Yanks leave one. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Now at the plate, Evan Gattis. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Catcher, Evan Gattis.
Chad Green gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
The 0-1 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3.
Up next for the Astros. Left fielder.
So striding in, Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there. Green, a native of South Carolina. He was selected in the 11th round back in the draft of 2013.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. No balls and a strike to count. 2 out, nobody on. Line to the right side. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Last pitch was a fastball. Tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hit.
Garcia.
So here is Avisail Garcia as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 drilled right back up the middle. Gregorius has it. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. 1 left for Houston, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Leading off the inning, number 92, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Tucker is camped under this one, and he puts it away for the first down.
Now batting, left fielder, Craig Gentry.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Craig Gentry. First pitch on its way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fastball that just misses inside. Bases are empty. One man out. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Springer coming on. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Duffy.
Striding in once again, Matt Duffy. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Cole's ready. First pitch on the way. Fastball down near the shoe tops.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
The 1-0. Swinging a soft liner, leaps and makes a terrific catch, and with that the side is retired. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Back here in the Bronx. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Digging in once again, Jose Altuve. So far, 2 for 3 in this one.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a strike. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 1.
Stepping up now, Carlos Correa is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
In now, George Springer. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. Hit hard to the right. Foul.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
But he will close fast out there in right field as he comes on to put it away, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They lead it 6-0. Big Aaron Judge. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point.
starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
The 1-0 home. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And this is going to find the wall out near the Yankee bullpen. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Josh Bell the next to hit. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
From the belt, the pitch. High in the air into shallow left center. Correa has a play. And that's the second out of the inning.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Here's Neil Walker. Popped him up. Altuve moving to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for the Yankees. They still find themselves down 6-0. Ready now, Marwin Gonzalez. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. Here comes the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Count remains at 0-2. Now another 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Popped him up. Under it, Gregorius, and that's out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Evan Gattis now standing in as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Astros go down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Now at the plate, Billy McKinney. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First offering on its way. Hit back up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Here's Didi Gregorius as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. Tucker is under it, 1 away.
Now batting, number 92.
Next for New York, number 92. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. McKinney, base runner at first with 1 out. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
Goes the other way, and this is in the air out to left. Tucker ranging forward. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for the Yankees, left fielder, Craig Gentry.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Craig Gentry. 4th trip to the plate now, and he's hitless to this point.
Yeah, he and his teammates have really been shut down by some very good pitching in this one. Been fun for a guy like me to watch.
He's set, and the pitch. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Stepping in now, Matt Duffy. And he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far, so good.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2. Two men are on with 2 men out. Hit hard towards center. That's in there. Base hit. And he is in there. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. It's a 6-1 game.
Dan, this offense has been struggling to push a run across all game. Here they get a nice 2-out RBI in the 8th inning to drive in the first run.
You know, listen, it's taken them a while to get on the board, and, you know, they're still behind in this one, but it's better than getting shut out.
Here's big Aaron Judge as he'll take strike one on the inside corner. And he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. Over to first, Cole, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Yankees forced to settle for 1. On to the 9th now in game 3. Houston leads this one 6-1. The beautiful views of Manhattan at night. Welcome back to this MLB Network broadcast from right here in the Big Apple. Stepping in, Kyle Tucker. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Here comes the first pitch. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. This is line to left. And call that a nice clean base hit, his first of the game. So the Astros put a man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey guys, that was a nice job by the batter right there. He's able to get his front foot down early, recognize the backdoor slider, stay inside it, and drive it the other way.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. No balls and 1 strike. Ready with the 0-1. Fly ball out to right field. McKinney will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, right fielder, Garcia.
Standing in, Avisail Garcia, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. First offering on its way. A knee-high sinker, tough pitch, strike 1. Heading out toward shallow right. McKinney has a read on it. 2 gone.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Ready for another shot now. Jose Altuve. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Tucker is off at first with 2 away. A ball and 2 strikes. Two and 2.
Pretty good discipline right there with 2 strikes. That's a tough sweeping slider. Not many guys lay off that pitch.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder giving chase. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Astros leave 1. They lead it 6-1. In now is the Yankees DH, Aaron Judge. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole. Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off there 1-0.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And the changeup is way low that time. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
The 3-1 hit high and deep to left field. Tucker racing back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, catcher, Gary Sanchez.
At the plate, Gary Sanchez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And the pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Here it is, the 3-0. There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. Popped him up. Bregman over to his right. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, down.
Striding in, Josh Bell. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. He's got it, and the Astros are going to help this series hold form. All 3 games won by the visitors so far, as this one is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts. But listen, he was good from the 1st inning through the 9th. Well-deserved complete game victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
And tonight's comes to a conclusion, 6-1 the final. The Astros have won their first in 3 tries in this division series. Garrett Cole pitches well enough to get the W. Josh Tomlin permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Astros, 6 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Yankees, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 57 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 53,325. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.